What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, leading up to yesterday's story, there were a couple of what you could call erroneous reports regarding what Marvel Studios planned on doing with Black Panther Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa after his tragic and untimely death, coming from one quote-unquote industry insider real recently, who said the exact opposite of what a Marvel Studios executive said just days ago. We're going to break down the official update coming from Marvel, what the sentiment is over there, and how they already feel about Black Panther's character already passing away in the MCU. We're going to break down exactly what she said and what it means for Black Panther 2, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're still giving away that insane 1/4 scale Beta Ray Bill and our third and final Infinity Saga box set. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, as I mentioned quickly in the prologue, literally days before this exact quote from the executive vice president for Marvel Studios regarding Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther 2, and what they planned on doing, there was an industry insider, well, should I say self-proclaimed industry insider, who quote said she heard what they were going to do was CGI body double Chadwick Boseman in the beginning of Black Panther 2, have him die on screen in order to close his chapter in the cinematic universe and perhaps pass the mantle on to Shuri. Now, we didn't report on that here at the channel, mostly because that was just a theory put forward by a ton of YouTubers, myself included, in the days following Chadwick Boseman's death, as a way that Marvel Studios and the fans could get some closure for this character who will never be on screen again in this iconic role. And honestly, it seems as though that sentiment was a little off base, considering this recent quote from Marvel's executive vice president Victoria Alonso in her most recent interview when asked what's going to happen with Black Panther 2 if there were talks about creating a CGI Boseman. This is exactly what she had to say, again in response to the whole CGI conjecture. Quote, "No, there is only one Chadwick and he's no longer with us. Unfortunately, our king is dead, not only in fiction, but also in real life. We are taking our time to think of how we are going to continue that story and what we are going to do to honor this chapter in an unexpected and terrible death. In production, sometimes you say 2 or 3 months are enough, and you say time has to pass. But in this case, we need to think of what we are going to do and how we are going to honor the franchise." Now, obviously, there are a couple of key phrases in this quote, and they all come at the beginning. When asked about creating a CGI Boseman, she emphatically said no, which sort of reveals they thought about this at Marvel Studios and decided against it. She then immediately reiterates that when she says our king is dead, not only in fiction, but also in real life, revealing that no matter what they plan on doing, it looks as though recasting and CGI body doubles are out of the question. They are going to leave his character the way that it is, the way that it was portrayed on screen, and figure out some other way of carrying on the story of Black Panther without a Chadwick Boseman body double, without an on-screen death, and of course without a CGI recreation. Now, the option of CGI recreation really wasn't even an option until real recently, and of course Disney did the same thing with a different marquee franchise in Star Wars. With the passing of Princess Leia, they were able to put her in the next film, but this is a great way to honor the actor. No recasting, no CGI, and while it does make their job difficult of figuring how they're going to explain all of this, what's taken place off screen, and what they're going to do with the story in a script that was written that will never take place, it's still an awesome way to honor Chadwick Boseman, even though I'm sure a lot of fans will have different opinions about what they wanted to see and think that he does deserve some closure in the MCU. Guys, don't worry, he's going to get it. They're going to explain it through the story. We're just not going to see it on screen, and regardless of our opinion, it seems as though Marvel Studios has already decided that's their way to go forward. They just need to work out the details after that. I think there's a lot of conjecture that will still be had about what's going to happen, and of course, as you guys always do, let me know down in the comments what you think the best way to continue the story is and who should become the next Black Panther. And while I think a lot of people have easily pointed to Shuri as the obvious choice, you'll remember during Black Panther 1 when their mother turns to Shuri on their way to M'Baku's and says, "You should be the one to take the last heart-shaped herb." She says, "No, I'm not a warrior." It could be that there's a different path before her, and either way, I'm not sure what Marvel Studios plans on doing with the timeline for this movie, but I think there's a good chance that it's going to be delayed and or moved off of the Marvel Phase 4 slate, and it could be a year or two that pass in between when this movie would have come out when they eventually get it out. Again, let me know all your thoughts down below. As always, I'm all ears, and quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. we're still giving away our insane 1/4 scale Beta Ray build at 750,000 subscribers and this third and final Infinity Saga box set next month. If you want to be entered to win either of the prizes or any of the future prizes here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. Then hit the notification bell with notifications turned on to keep up with the content. And as always, of course, if you enjoyed today's video or the content here at the channel, hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can follow me over on Instagram at IamFires or on Twitch TV at twitch.tv/Nevellen, Nevellen. There's links down in the description to both. Guys, thanks for checking out the channel and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.